Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about 8 things that I wish I had known at 20. These are things that I have come to learn in the past 4 years. I'm 24 now. And I just think I could have avoided some difficulties and I just think I would have benefited from having known these things when I was 20. So, the first thing that I wish I had known when I was 20 is that relationships and boyfriends will not complete you. I say this because I was very caught up in guys and in relationships with guys when I was 20 and for a long time, up until very recently. And not only was I caught up in those things and pouring a lot of my energy into those things, but I put those things above myself and my independence and my goals and my desires as an individual woman. And that really wasn't very smart of me because I ended up putting so much of my time during such important, formative years into a man and into a relationship, and it really hurt me because it took away from other aspects of my life that I should have been putting time into. So that is number one. I wish I had known that. I don't think anyone at any age should pour themselves completely into a relationship because there's more to life. The second thing I wish I had known at 20 is that in order to achieve your goals, you're going to have to be very consistent. I have had big goals for a long time now, for my entire young adult life, for sure. And the only reason I have not achieved several of those goals or am not closer to achieving them is because I did not stay consistent. I would go hard working towards my goals for a month or two, and then I would just kind of chill and lose motivation and therefore stop working towards them and kind of just get in a rut where I wasn't really doing much. And the whole time I had my goals in my mind, so I would honestly get really frustrated that I wasn't working towards them, but I wasn't consistent. And you have to be consistent to achieve your goals. You just have to be. You have to consistently work hard towards them, or they're going to stay here and you're going to stay there. And you're going to see them, but you're not going to be getting closer to them. And that is a very frustrating feeling. I've been there. The third thing I wish I had known at 20 is that friends are extremely important. Friendships are so important. And for me specifically, I am talking about friendships with other women because that is something that I did not put much energy into when I was 20, and I overlooked the importance of that, and that was not good for me, and I had countless very hard times that would have been a little easier if I had a close girlfriend to go to and rely on. So now I'm at a point in my life where I do have that, and I love it. I love my friends. I love being there for them, and I love when they're there for me. My friendships fulfill me so much, and I just think back on 20-year-old me, and I'm sad at the fact that I overlooked the importance and the value of friendships. The fourth thing that I wish I had known at 20, and this is specific to me, although I think it'll resonate with some people, but not everyone. But I wish I would have known that I should invest my money and be smart with my money, because the amount of money that I feel like I just threw down the drain, in the sense of I blew it on weed a lot of the time, and then snacks because I would get high and I would want snacks, and GoPuff. I don't know if you have ever used GoPuff, but I cannot imagine how much money I have given to that company because I used that all the time, like every day. Maybe not every day, but very often for a long period of time. And yeah, I just looking back, you know, it was fine, it was fun. I had a good time. I definitely lived it up while I was still smoking, and that's great. But where did that, like, so much money, where did that go? Kind of down the drain, because I would smoke and then buy snacks and then I would have way less money and then I would do it all over again. So I just, you know, younger me definitely could have benefited from prioritizing saving money and putting it elsewhere. Ooh, the fifth thing that I wish I had known when I was 20 is that people have their lives and you have yours, two different realities, and you get to choose which one you live in. So live in yours because it's your life and you create it. You create your reality. Do whatever you want and don't care what other people think or what they're doing. I spent way too much time focused on how other people were living their lives and judging myself for how I was living my life and trying to put myself into their shoes and wondering if they were judging me and all this, like, no. None of that matters. What matters is you and how you want to live your life and what's important to you. Who cares what other people think? Who cares how they're living their lives? That's great. We can acknowledge it. We can acknowledge that we have different lives and that that's okay, and move on. The sixth thing that I wish 20-year-old me knew and that I could go tell her is that you don't need a plan B. You know what you are capable of. You believe in yourself. You know what you will achieve in this life. So go all in with plan A. Don't have a plan B. Don't put any of your energy into that. Plan A all the way, because 4 years later, we still have the same goals. I'm pretending you're my younger self now. We still have the same goals. Those have not really changed. They've evolved and they're bigger now and they're broader, and you know, I've changed and my goals have evolved along with me, but there's still these big main goals that I have had for a long time now. So go all in, because time is passing and your goals are still there. Our goals are still there. So why have a plan B? You know, just go all in with plan A. The seventh thing that I wish I could tell myself at 20 is that looking perfect or trying to look perfect on the outside will not complete you on the inside. And I feel like I know this, and I'm sure I knew this back then, but I feel like I'm constantly having to remind myself of that. And I don't know, I just think it's tricky. Like, I don't know, it's fun to look good. I'm like more made up than I usually am right now, and it's fun and I enjoy it. But the key here is not that you shouldn't ever try to look good, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but be aware that that is not going to complete you. Deep within, that doesn't even matter. So yeah, don't get confused. Look good sometimes when you want to, but don't get it twisted. Don't think that that is going to complete you or fulfill you in any way, because it's not. And you can waste a lot of energy thinking about and trying to get to a point where you look so perfect because you believe that will fulfill you, and then you get there and it doesn't. So, and the eighth thing that I wish I had known at 20 is that if you are feeling bored or stagnant in your life, that is a clear sign that it is time to make some changes, and you are not doing the things that you want to do in life that will fulfill you, that are helping you work towards a brighter future. And so change that. You are completely free to change how you're living your life, who you have in your life, what you're doing, what you're thinking about, all those things, you can change them. And so if you feel this boredom and you're ignoring that, what are you doing? Because that is you trying to tell yourself that you want to make changes. And if you just ignore that and continue on with life how you have been, that's not going to go anywhere. It's going to grow and it's going to make you feel worse, and you're going to lash out on other people. These are all things that I did when I was 20. And looking back, I just wish I had known and had someone like future me to remind me that that's like a negative loop and it's not gonna benefit you in any way. So it's fairly simple, you know, you feel bored, you feel stagnant, make changes, get going, move on to the next phase of your life. You're done with the phase that you're in now. Those are the 8 things that I wish 20-year-old me knew, and that I'm happy I know now, and that I wanted to share with you. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope some of this resonated with you. Like this video if you feel inclined, comment below, and I will see you next time.